Okay, I'm gonna really try to put this to use in the next puzzle.
I love it. I love that attitude. Here
All
we
right,
go.
so we're on puzzle
Puzzle
5
number
here.
5. Let me share the diagram with our fans. Here you go, everybody. Puzzle number 5. You can follow it right there. John is going to give himself a good smacking and wake up. Just kidding. Puzzle 5. Here we go. The observers are starting to pour in.
Okay.
I like this that I keep it secret until it goes live.
Yeah.
Puzzle number 5. This is actually our first black to play of the day.
Okay.
So as soon as I paste it, you need to flip the board.
Okay.
You remember how to flip the board, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
You're looking at it from black's point of view?
Yeah, I already flipped it.
Set. Go. I also flipped it for the TV, and the clock has been started.
We got an end game. White is up a pawn. White is threatening to queen that pawn. And the first thing that jumps to my mind is, do I have threats of perpetual and or checkmate? Because, yeah, I mean, they do have checks where they can queen, but maybe I have something here. So the first thing I'm looking at immediately is queen g1, and how do they deal with this? So queen g1, if they queen, then just queen h1 is mate, and they got problems. If they try to move the king like king h4, again, queen h1 or queen h2 is mate. So they have to try to deal with this somehow, but the pawn on e4 is blocking. So what they're going to do is queen g1. Maybe they play a move like queen h8. And now, if king takes, queen b8, pawn b8, queen, but then just king g7, and again, they're out of checks, and the king is getting mated, so I'm just playing queen g1.
Okay. You've got it right, and I'm going to pause the clock, but I'm going to play white's next move.
Okay.
g5.
Ooh, tricky. Okay. But now, can't I...
And then one more move. And see if you can find the last winning move.
Okay. And well, by the same logic, that seems good to me.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an instructive endgame example in that. Okay, well, first of all, you did a very good job doing what you said you were going to do, which was apply my challenge to the position, right? You pushed yourself to be quick about the essence, and I really think that's key, John, because I think actually you're better at calculating tactics than you give yourself credit for. And as you said, right now you've solved what, like 5 of the 6 positions I've given you, right? And so you're solving at a high percentage. What you're not doing is pushing yourself through the essence stage. Whenever you're solving a puzzle, I say this in my own videos too, like when I'm doing those tactics videos, right? And I tell everybody, here's the thought process. Daily puzzle doesn't count because usually it's pretty easy on whatever. But when I'm solving a tactic, I push myself through the essence stage. I call it like the taking stock, your audit of the position, right? Your audit of the position is kings are weak. I'm down a pawn. I need to do this. Or your audit of the position is there are multiple pieces hanging, all kinds of checks on the board. I'm going to start with forcing tempo moves. Your audit of the position is this is an endgame. White's about to queen. If I don't come up with a perpetual or a mating net, the game's over. And you actually got to that. I was watching the clock. You got to that answer in about 15 seconds.
Good.
And so the issue you've had is, and this is partly just a habit thing. You've been okay with taking a slower chess. You've had, we've talked about your personality. So what this is doing for you is it's pushing you to realize you have to work through the essence stage, the taking stock, the audit of a position as quickly as you can, so that all of that time is used actually trying to figure things out and not just kind of messing around with, oh, this might be the idea or whatever, right?
Oh, can we look at the position? Someone, James Coleman, the candidate master in the chat, says that after G5, I think Queen H1 works. Can we look at that?
Queen H1, King G4.
King G4.
H5 check.
H5 check.
King F5.
Oh, yeah, that
Queen
works.
F3 is mate.
Yeah, of course.
They both work, actually.
Yeah,